Hello, everybody. I don't know how loud the music is. I don't know how loud the Joe is, but I hope we're all doing very, 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 very well. I'm not even set up on the right camera. What am I doing? Why get it together, Joe? Gah. There we go. Bish, bash, and a bosh. Switched over to the right camera. I need to switch my ring light on. This is what happens when you do a last-minute emergency stream. Hello, Worst Legionnaire Partridge. How are things? I'm hoping they are very, very, very good. Yeah, I've just realised I've kept the video on. I should not have kept the video. Let's make that go away. How does it sound, by the way? I genuinely don't know how loud the intro music is because I can't hear it because I'm me and I'm not on your end. But I hope it's all good. I figured what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of a natter. Hello, do-up to you. Very, very nice to have you in. Things are good. Always excellent to know. Yeah, I thought I'd do a very quick little chatty thing. In fact, I'm going to make the music go away. It's fine. It's good to know that's fine. Fan-dabby-dozy. I'm going to silence the music now, though, because you might as well. Hello, the cheeky little baby zebra raid that is attacking me. I do smell. That's a fair point. That is, it's devastating. But at the end of the day, we all smell a little bit, don't we? We also have a baby zebra red. Hiya, Joe. Potato. We have a fancy seeing you here. I know, it's so weird. It's almost like I just saw you on a different stream. I'll be completely honest with you guys on YouTube. Streamer that I watch that I've occasionally plugged and is a... What's the word? Come on, words. There we go. Moderator on the YouTube and Twitch channels. Baby Zebra was doing a stream over on Twitch. Wanted to stop doing a stream, but always likes to raid someone at the end of her streams. And I was like, sod it. I like to do a stream every day, and if I can't do a stream every day, I'm going to be mad at myself. So this is a good way of not being mad at myself. Just a little bit of housekeeping stuff. This stream is going to be a very, very general chat. It's basically one really, really, really big questions corner, in which we're going to have a... Camera's angled a bit wrong. There we go. Is it? No, am I angled a bit wrong? Isn't my entire being angled wrong? It's a very good question. Come on, brain. Yeah, it's going to be one big questions corner where we're talking about various admin things, a little bit about the Swansea match if you want, but if anyone has any questions about anything, this is from the world to philosophy to football to my life to YouTube, everything. Just let me know. That would be absolutely fan-dabby-dozy, and I'll happily answer. Apparently, the blue of my wall is really, really like. Thank you very much, Nicky New. You do have power over on the Twitch. That is true. That is somewhat terrifying. But that's fine. The calzone was delicious. The people over on the Twitch are well aware that I was having a calzone before this. It was really, really nice. And what I've done is, because I need to stay up through the night because I'm working at like 4 in the morning, I've got myself a box of chicken wings as well. So I'm ready. Right, let's switch over to YouTube Studio so I can see how many people are over in there and see what is going on. Yeah, there's quite a lot to discuss. So, first up, got a little bit of a sorry to do. This is because I had to delay Leeds 101 from Wednesday this week. Had to push it all the way back to today. That's the word. Sorry, I'm very tired. Where I was also not able to do it because it turns out that Crystal was a little bit busy at the time, was unable to have a proper little like hop on in, which is fine. That happens. Like, she is a person with a family and things happen from time to time. It's completely normal. I get it. It was a case of she couldn't do today. Found out at the last minute, had to push that back. It's now a sort of it's like a private stream now, which means that I'm the only one that's able to see it. But that's okay, because it'll happen at some point. We've still got all the quiz questions planned that we did in the last stream, so that'll come at some point. In addition to that, a little bit of a thing that may have emerged recently on Jer's channel over on Leeds United The View. Something that I'm very, very excited about, that we've been talking about for a couple of weeks now, and that I believe I'm now able to actually talk about. That is that basically Jer got married like a month ago, something like that, a few weeks, a month, somewhere in that area, and hasn't had a chance until now to have a cheeky little honeymoon. So he was talking with me about this when we were doing a Balls Knowledge chat, And I said, well, if you want, I can always do a couple of bits and bobs for you whilst you're on your honeymoon. It's your honeymoon. You should probably enjoy it. So that sort of bubbled out into a further conversation in which it sort of ended up with, I'm going to be looking after his channel for 3 or 4 days at the start of December, which I am petrified about because I had a look at the size of my YouTube channel earlier. And let's have a quick look in YouTube Studio just so I get the number precisely right. Currently, I have 5,317 subscribers. That's a number that I'm happy with. If it stuck around that number, I just fan-dabby-dozy. That'll be fine. But however, then I had a look at Joe's channel, and there's 56,000 subscribers. That's quite a lot, which is why I'm very, very nervous about this. So if you guys would be able to be so kind as to, when I'm doing those videos, hop over there and be all like nice in the comments and help to sort of guide the rest of the comments to be like, yeah, cool, this guy knows what he's talking about. This is, come in. A significant proportion of the time, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's top secret. No one knows this. However, there was a little bit in Joe's preview for the Swansea match where I was very candid, and I was like, what a lot of people don't realise is that people that are YouTubers are also just people that have opinions and have zero formal training on anything. And then Joe was like, well, actually, I've got like coaching badges on football. And then I was like, okay, what I meant to say is I'm an idiot. And that's just sort of the gist. So I'm going to be taking my own personal brand of idiocy over to the Leeds United The View channel at the start of December. And I'm very, very excited for it. I think I'm going to be hopping in at various points. Baby Zebra's popped it in both the Twitch and the YouTube chats, which is very much appreciated. Mags is asking when in December. I believe it's early. I think it's I've got it in my notes. Hang on. I want to get the dates right. I believe it is the 4th to the 7th of December. And I've got a bunch of notes on how to edit the things, which is really, really nice. And I've got a bunch of notes on sources and things, which is fun. And it's spooky, but I'm very, very excited. When it comes to my Swansea preview, which I accept is technically what this stream is meant to be. Let's be honest. It's not necessarily what's going to be happening here. What's going to be happening here is we're just going to be having a chat about all sorts. Yeah, my Swansea preview is essentially Swansea are a side that like to have the ball, but if you look at the results, when Swansea have the ball, they're not the best. They had a very, very long run of games where they got 60-ish, 60+% of possession and didn't win any of those for quite some time, which says that it doesn't really matter that they're going to hold a lot of the ball. I think we'll turn the game a little bit transitional, and that will work very nicely in our favour. Hello, Wayne. How are you doing? Hoping very, very, very good. But yeah, this general stream is just going to be a little bit of a natter. Bad news, Jesse must move to Blues. No, he's not. No. If I right, oh, sorry, I need to open Blue Sky. Oh, thank you for being a member, Helen. That's massively appreciated. Thank you very much. Quick reminder. Over on YouTube, being a member is 99p for a month, and you get videos early. You can be part of the Balls Knowledge series, and there's a third thing. I've forgotten what the third thing is. And you get full unedited versions of Balls Knowledge as well, which I think is good. I think it's going to be especially entertaining this time around, because I'm not going to spoil who has. How do I phrase this? Who has an especially long Balls Knowledge run in terms of time, but you're definitely getting your money's worth in terms of the amount of time that someone spent on their Balls Knowledge run. It was very, very funny. Good stuff. And Wayne would highly recommend joining as a member. Thank you. Oh. Right, okay. I need to see if Jesse Marsh is in fact on Blue Sky, because I refuse to believe it. Oh, he is. No, he's not. I don't think that's the actual Jesse Marsh. I see the account, and I see why you're thinking that, but he's always made a point of calling it football. In his bio, it says soccer coach and fan. That's why I think it's not him. Is Blue Sky bad? I don't believe Blue Sky. Blue Sky's good so far. Blue Sky is like Twitter without all of the. How do I phrase this? It's like Twitter without all of the Twitter users, which is really, really nice, and it means that it's not a nightmarish place. Now, Blue Sky's fine. Follow me on Blue Sky, you goof. Yeah, it's hard to phrase how exactly one describes the problem with Twitter. You didn't know I had it. It's literally just my name. Just search Joe Blackburn. I finally got my own name as a handle on a thing because it's really, really nightmarish, right? So I'm going to go over to Twitter, the worst place on the internet, right? And I'm just going to search Joe Blackburn, right? Okay. And yeah, sure, I'm the top person. That's fine. But if I just search for @Joe Blackburn, a guy called Joe Black comes up, right? Joe Black is not a good person. Very much not a good person. For example, including memes about a woman's menstrual cycle. Where are the other ones? Various boxing things which are boring. Big Donald Trump things, wanting him to run for a third term. Keeps retweeting Elon Musk. And there was an extended period. I literally sent this guy a DM. Like, hi, I see that you don't like tweet your own stuff at all, and all you do is retweet things, and you've not got too many followers or anything. Would you fancy a cheeky little swap of Twitter handle? Because I was like, please, you're doing my name bad, not good. Oh, I think Dark Side Me is just a guy called Joe Black on Twitter. Says it all when people still call it Twitter or the next. Yeah, this is basically it. The fact that everyone's like, I think I want to rename it, to be honest. I quite like it as it was. Bloody Elon. Yeah, he's not a good person, is what I would say. Just missed it down. Why did you say just missed it on the Mateo Joseph video, Wayne? Because that one wasn't a stream. That was just a video that I put up ridiculously early in the morning yesterday. Because I am trying to do daily videos again, which is a struggle because there's shit all happening most of the time. But you gotta keep trying. Basically, I had a phase in which I lost like all of my momentum when it came to streaming and doing videos and stuff. So now I'm trying to get back into the vibe of it, get back into the pace of it, and we'll get there. It'll take time, but it should be fine. Good at spaceship, shit at social media. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And even then, he's not the one that's good at spaceships. He's good at putting his parents' emerald mine money into spaceships. Anyway, we're going to hop over to one of our favourite places in the world. This is going to be a relatively short stream because I fancied doing a stream at some point today. And when is better than the present? We're going to hop over to the lovely Questions Corner. Yeah, where if anyone's got any questions about literally anything, hop on in, ask whatever you fancy, and we'll have a bit of a natter. Previous Questions Corners have led us to deep philosophical questions like whether or not we have free will. They've led us to what happens after death. They've led us to what's the best bird. So whatever you're thinking, whatever conversation we want to have, let's have it. And then we'll be nice and chill. Thank you very much, Wayne. I appreciate that. Thank you. Never had a Twitter account. Wouldn't want one. That's a very, very healthy approach, I would say. We have an F1 question over in the Twitch. Go on. Fire away. And we'll see how it goes. Very, very interested. And Nikki is very excited about this. I might do some more iRacing streams at some point soon as well. I'm just waiting for the map cycle to improve a little bit. Because every week, every series is on one set track. But right now, the tracks are horrible. And they were the same last week. So I'm hoping that next week is a little bit better. If that doesn't happen, but I'm hoping to do some more iRacing-y things. Why is Albon the best driver? By almost all metrics. Hold on. B movie intro. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that Alex Albon should be a Formula One driver. His corners are too slow to get his silly little car round the bend. Albon, of course, drives anyway, because Alex Albon doesn't care how much financial damage he causes Williams throughout a season. How's that? Is that okay? Is that good? Someone redeemed Hydrate a bit ago, will you? Hang on. Give me a sec. I can't see my bloody redeems. I got my drink from the calzone takeaway. Fine. I'm not opened it yet, but... what happened to the pop quiz that was showing us today? The pop quiz needed to be delayed because Crystal wasn't available, which is a shame because I was really, really looking forward to it. But alas, 'twasn't to be. 'Twill be next time. But I'm gonna have to reach out to her at some point very, very soon. I'm really looking forward to it as well because the quiz questions are quite strong. So depending on how it goes, we'll find out. If pigeons are wrapped with wings, what are bats? The tennis balls that don't need to be hit by rackets to fly. And are also black. Mice with wings. I like mice with wings. That works. We'll stick with that. Yeah, they're also what cricketers use to hit balls. I've got a cricket bat up in the loft. I don't know why I wasn't going to get it down. I don't know why I brought that up. That was a bit silly. Especially my questions are the best. But you've not been asking them yet. That's the problem. I've got hiccups. Oh dear. That's going to be really, really pleasant to have to deal with for a while. Oh, we've got Wayne off. Wayne v. Wayne. WrestleMania. Yes! I found a way to turn it into a pun. I meant my question suggestions for the quiz. You see, I thought you meant the question suggestions for Questions Corner because that'd be really, really good. But on second thought, both. Maybe. No, we don't want them to fight. We want this. Let's be chill. Let's have the party atmosphere. Let's get the good vibes going. Let's have fun rather than getting two Waynes in a room and telling them to hit each other. I feel like that's not necessarily going to end for anyone. No. Worst Leeds United. Stop. No. What do you mean? No peace, only fight. That's not what we want to be doing around here. We want to be chill. We want to. I didn't think this was to the death. That's not what we want to happen here. That's not the direction that we're going here. Do I do a little bit of the music? Speaking of wrestling, who do you think wins War Games? Don't know if they've decided Team Roman yet. I don't know if we've got all 5 members. I'll have to check. War Games! No, it's still to be announced. I reckon they're going to get maybe Punk. It'll be the fifth member. I think will be a Paul Heyman guy because I don't think they're going to do Rollins, even if Bronson's on the other team. So I think it'll be a Punk or a Lesnar. Yes, I'm sure about the. Listen to. Come on. I don't think you will win War Games. I'll be completely honest with you. Can't be to the death. I'd lose my season ticket. I mean, I'll take it from you if you want. Nando's or chicken licking? Nando's. What's a chicken licking? What's this? I'm covering Joe's pub on something when you must be trusted. I like to think so. I think when I was having a chat with him, we mainly covered the fact that when it comes to making stuff, we've roughly got the same approach of like, why is one of my eyes being all watery? Ow. Where it was sort of make sure you got everything sourced and you know the structure of a video and what it's going to look like in terms of narratively. Yeah, all the little deets and the facts and bish bash bash. And yeah, I'm very, 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 very much looking forward to doing that because that'd be very nice. Nando's, like Nando's but spice. Ooh, doesn't it depend on your Nando's? Because Nando's, you got a range of spices. Just like the fantasy section in a women's bookshop, am I right? Haha. Okie dokie. No, don't be ticking upwards. That's scary. There's a place called Chicken League. I did think that'd be the case, but I'm confused. Big confusions. All right, hang on. 1 second, just need to do some admin-y bit. Desert Bus trip. No, I've said I will only do Desert Bus if it is for like a charity thing. So I will accept it as a suggestion. I will just need to time it when it is being done as a suggestion. What? Yeah. So I'm doing some head maths. Okay. Yeah, it's the time of month where YouTube is like, oh, you make quite a lot of stuff and money for us. Okay, you should probably get paid now, which is thank you very much, YouTube. But at the same time, you could get back to what you were paying me priorly. When admittedly I was making more stuff and getting more views, so it's probably fair. But I'll complain about YouTube. It's my own fault, but I want to pretend it's YouTube's fault. Legally have to do it when I spend 7.5k channel points on forcing you to play it. I could just get rid of the redeem. I won't. Oh, hiccups. Hello. However, cool. Right, Bosh. Leeds fans having too high an expectation on winning the league. No. Because we are a good enough team. According to all of the numbers, we're fine. What I think the unrealistic expectation is the idea that from the very start of a season to the very end of a season, it's feasible for a team to be at the top. Just to be clear, by the way, Max. This was closed at the start of the stream. But hold on. Yeah, I think the unrealistic expectation is in the idea that we can just start at the top of the league and stay at the top of the league and never not be at the top of the league, which is madness. It's genuinely bonkers. And then when you try and say that to people, they're like, well, yeah, but I don't see why we shouldn't be able to do that. And it's like, because no one has ever done that, ever, in the history of anything. Let's remember that last season, us and Ipswich and Leicester all spent periods outside the top two and periods inside the top two. It varied. And I think saying that it's... And you keep hearing the same line part of, yeah, well, it's not good enough because we didn't go up last season, did we? Yeah. It's a different year. It's different people, different situation. It's just a headache because madness. But yes, it's not unrealistic to think that we're going to win the league. It is unrealistic to think that there is no point in any stage throughout the entire competition that we're not going to be at the top. Like the one starting with Q. What? How do you mean the one starting with Q? I don't know what you mean. Oh, there was a fun point earlier where I was unsure about what was being talked about, but I was in the chat for the presser, and I'm gonna say this on my channel as well. Anyone that says QPR, right, okay. Anyone that says that a press conference is too boring isn't getting the point of what a press conference is. A press conference is where an official body disseminates stuff to the media, who are going to ask detailed questions, because then you expand that into as much detail as possible to get a variety of stories from it. It's not standard YouTube podcast content. Which some people seem to think it is. Which is stupid. Because the amount of people who are like, why is he talking for so long? And also, why isn't he answering this question? It's like, no one's asked that question. That's not how press conferences work. Yeah. Basically, when it comes to expectations as a general thing, in the world of Leeds United, I think we're not very good at them. And I think we sort of need to get our shit together. Because if we don't, it's going to be a tiring, how long? 6 months. Oh, we've got another 6 months of this season. It's going to be a tiring 6 months. Where are we? Do you think Liz will be top of the table by Christmas? Maybe. I think we'll be top two. Maybe top of the table. Because I think there's a lot of other top 6 sides potentially stealing points from one another to come, which is going to be huge for us. Ramazani is not... He's sort of back. He's in full team training. It's just a question of whether or not he is fit enough to get a decent number of minutes. So he will be on the bench, I'm almost certain, for the Swansea match. Won't start, but maybe by the end of the 6-day period in which we play Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, I think, he might be starting towards the end of that, depending on what is going on. Varies a bit. Not enough press discos and mingles. Yeah, what we need is a press canapé party where they've got those little cocktail sticks with little chunks of cheese and pineapple on them. Yeah, we don't have enough of those, I think. And then you give one of those to everyone in the YouTube chat, except, well, you need to send it in the mail. And I can't imagine, Hermes or Avery or whatever it's called delivering like cocktail sticks to every single person. That's not going to work. They're not going to come out as food. I'll be completely honest with you. We'll come out of that process and they'll have just evolved into like new versions of pineapple and completely new cheeses that you've never seen before. We've got an entire conversation about fried chicken going on in the Twitch chat, by the way, in case you're on YouTube. So that would, if you have anything to say about fried chicken, go and say hello because they're really, really friendly over there. I have faith we'll be top 2 by the end of the season. Same. Honestly, we'll be completely fine. We'll get there. Every deliver it to the wrong address anyway. They deliver it to Old Trafford. And then Scum would end up with just a small pile of snacks, which I'm sure they'd be happy with. But I wouldn't be too jolly with the entire thing. See, I get told the KFC gravy's bad. I love it. KFC gravy's delicious. What are we talking about? KFC gravy, it's the perfect dip. Oh. And there was this story that I read once, which was, it might have been on the r/confession subreddit on Reddit. And it was a case where someone was helping their grandma make Thanksgiving dinner or something like that. And their grandma asked if they could nip into the garage to get something. And this dinner was widely renowned for, it wasn't like the best cooked turkey or the best cooked veggies or anything like that. But it was renowned for she had such delicious gravy. And then this guy goes into the garage to get something for her. And he just sees, like, on a shelf, this industrial-sized box of powdered KFC gravy. And he goes back into the kitchen and he was like, I've got a question. And immediately knowing, apparently, his nan was like, you don't tell anyone. This is our secret. What we can do going forwards is, like, when I'm gone, you can keep making the gravy and we'll say that you got the special recipe. And she just had, like, industrial quantities of this gravy. Which sounds incredible. KFC gravy. Yeah, it's wonderful. And I've got a very specific complaint, right, about the KFC gravy box, which has one piece of chicken. I think it's got a chicken fillet and it's got 2 wings. It's a pain in the arse dipping boned chicken into gravy. So what's the point of having like an original piece drumstick or whatever? Because you can't dip it in the gravy. I would agree that, you see, this is one of the things. I don't think it's heavily overrated. I think it's a question of, like, franchising. Because KFC being a franchise means that you get varying quality depending on where you are, right? So back in Leeds, where I lived before, and back in Lancaster, where I was living at uni, the KFCs were dreadful. Awful. Just that was what was going on with the one that was local to me. But having come to Blackpool, it's real good. And my thinking is it's a difference in staffing, it's a difference in all that sort of stuff. I don't like KFC gravy, it's good. I like really thick gravy though, because then you can dip and it like sticks. It's like PVA glue but meaty. Oh, wonderful. Anyone try the Popeyes outlet like a Cajun KFC? No, but I like the idea. And now I kind of need it. Apparently KFC gravy is made from the chicken leftovers in the oil. Don't care, still tastes like. That's how all gravy is, though, to be fair. Oh, I was really proud of myself last Christmas, right? Because normally it's like powdered gravy because low effort and you're making an entire Christmas dinner, so it's a pain in the ass to like do a proper gravy as well. But we'd forgotten to get a thing of gravy granules. So being the big brain boy that I am, proper smart moment. I just made one. It was real good. It was whack all of. No, that's not how I started it. I started by making a roux, which was a bit of oil, bit of flour, whip that up, and then you'll know that it's done when it smells like slightly burned popcorn. And like you got to keep stirring it like all the time on a low heat because that's how you get it to like slowly brown rather than burn to the bottom. And then slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly, you just pour in little bits of more and more and more turkey stock because you've already cooked the turkey at this point. It's resting. Pour it out. And then you've got a turkey gravy, and you can season that in any direction that you fancy from that point. So I went basic. I went salt and pepper. But because I'd done the really, really thick, it came out. Admittedly, it's a good way of phrasing this. It tasted real good. I want to clarify that first. I want to clarify that first of all, the flavor, delicious, wonderful, spectacular. It was a very, very hard sell trying to get people to serve themselves a viscous white liquid that I was describing as delicious gravy. Because I couldn't get it to darken. Because when you're cooking a roux, you're cooking flour in oil. There ain't no brown gravy colour in there. In addition to that, you're pouring in turkey juice. What colour does a chicken go when you cook it? It goes white. What colour does a turkey go when you cook it? It goes white. And then you end up with like a pale gravy, and you're like, I don't entirely know how I can sell this to people that are at the table. All I know is that I'm eating it, and it's delicious. So more gravy for Joe, I guess? And it was at the point where, like, it was nearing Bovril levels of tasty, where it's like, I know that Bovril is essentially just like, it's beef stock but drink. And that's what that gravy became, but a little bit like thicker. So like custard. It was meat custard. That's what I made. That's what we're going to go with. Delicious meat custard. Where did the stream go? I don't know. Directions. I remember seeing a documentary where they scraped the bottom of the fryer to make the gravy the next day. I'm not entirely sure that would be a thing now. It may have been in the past, but I feel like various rules and regulations would have said absolutely not that. I can't click on that link. I'm in StreamYard. So that's not the most useful. Add some biscuits and bacon, and you've got a southern Europe. To be clear, we are talking biscuits in terms of scones rather than biscuits in terms of actual biscuits. I'm not going to dip a custard cream in some turkey gravy. That sounds like a bad idea. Also put it in Discord if you want to see it. Let's have a look. I'm beginning to regret saying it's like PVA glue but meaty. I'll be honest. But, right, okay. What do they make glue out of? They make glue out of horse. Therefore, all PVA glue is already a little bit meaty. So it's fine. Hey Joe, you go to catch you live. You still love KFC, but they're changing the ingredients, and I got a bad reaction to them. Was throwing up. PS going for 3-1 tomorrow. It's good that you're going for 3-1 tomorrow. There is a slight worry that we are not playing tomorrow, but sure, we'll roll with 3-1. I don't mind that idea. I think I was persuaded by Jer to go with a 3-0. With every single former Swansea player that's at Leeds United scoring for us, because that would be funny. I love dipping digestives in my... Right, okay. I might have said some cursed things in this stream. This one right here. I ain't getting near how cursed that one is. Joe, please stop. Oh God, please stop. Wait, do they still do that? I don't know. Sunday. Yeah, it's on Sunday. PVA glue but meaty was. Okay, we're gonna move away from the glue conversation. Oh, it's been a long day. Why are we on it already? I need to stay up for another 6.5 hours. No, hold on. I start working 6.5 hours. I need to stay up for another 10 hours. Oh dear. Anyway, but what we are going to do is we're going to hop back to Questions Corner. Going to do 3 more questions of any variety, and then I may bring the stream to a close because I got some random bits and bobs to do. If I was being the feet one. Why do I not remember this YouTube clip? I may regret doing this. On a serious note, can someone show Nonto which way the goal is? To be fair, Nonto has been very good at giving people the ball near where the goal is. Like, he's got our second best goal involvements, I think. Which is fun. Oh, God. I forgot about that clip. For clarity, because I know I'm not sharing my screen, it was in which I agreed to do a toe reveal when I caught up with Jer. However, I would like to note, I don't think I'm going to catch up with Jer because the man's on 56,000 subscribers. He's more than 10 times bigger than me. That one's not happening. I guess I could maybe make it happen by doing some completely cancelable things on his channel in December, but that one's not good. No, you're good. Joe, am I doing an F1 stream? How do you mean an F1 stream? Do you mean like playing a little bit of iRacing or something? Or do we? I don't know. Thought it was going to be the league's top scorer this season beforehand. I think the system that we play with means that it's not likely for anyone to be the top scorer in the league. Because we play a little bit more balanced across the front line. We've got a lot of decent talent across everyone. The race or both? I can try. I'm working, though, is the issue. Do you remember when Nonto actually ran defenders and didn't just pass back to the defenders? I mean, he's still got very, very high take-on rates, and he's got the most assists in the side, and he's also got a couple of goals this season. He's not necessarily doing the best with the end product, but like at least he's sort of pushing forwards, you know? Which helps, I guess. Anyway, back in the direction of Questions Corner, we'll do one more question, and then I will call it there. I think Joseph should be starting before Peru. You might have mentioned this already. I think at the moment I lean Peru, purely because he only needs a chance or two to get a goal. And whilst he might not look good outside of that, I think Joseph is a little bit of a risk at the minute. He's less secure, which is fine, because that happens. But yeah, either way, I have not forgotten the promise made. Once I am done, I'm going to do the raid over in Pika's direction. That will not be a thing that is happening for the YouTube gang, but that's because she doesn't stream on YouTube, so I can't host. Is it my controversial opinion that Joseph should start more often than not? It depends, I think, on the opposition and stuff. We normally watch the Resident Evil Discord. This is true, yeah. That's also why it's quite hard to do streams, because I am already watching it with people. Well, it'll be the raid post, though. Ooh. It's got to be Pigeon. It's got to be Pigeon. We just spam the word Pigeon, and we don't explain why we are spamming the word Pigeon. No, not Pigeon Raid, just Pigeon. That's it. Exclusively the word Pigeon. And no one will understand. And as many messages as you can, you squeeze the word Pigeon in there. And that'll be good. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the YouTube stream to an end in a second, and then I'm going to end the one on Twitch moments after that one. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, pop a like on it, subscribe if you're not yet. That's always really appreciated, or become a channel member if you're not yet. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Well, I'll see you later, YouTube gang. Twitch gang, we're going to stick around for a minute to sort out raidy things. And I need to get into my live control room, and I need to end the stream from there. Whoa. Anyway, see you later, gang. Toodaloo. And that's YouTube.